Alright, what's up guys? We're back here with another video, and today we are here with, let's see, part 10 of Fallout New Vegas. I had to think about that. Yes, we are here at part 10, and I'm actually right this time. I went through, looked at the videos I had. The reason I said part 8 last time instead of 9, because the last video I did was part 9, actually. I was planning on merging two videos way back, but I decided to just split it up into two different parts. So because of that, we're actually on part 10 already. And currently I have part 5 uploading, part 6 uploading right now. I uploaded part 5. Part 6 is uploading currently. So, yeah, we're here with part 10, man. I am freaking enjoying this game, even though we're nowhere near the end yet. Trust me, we still got a long way to go. Because we haven't even done any of the DLCs yet. Like, we still got a while to go, people. And I'm gonna plug in my controller here.
I hear you. Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. Don't get blown up.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to Ambassador Crocker now. Now, we can't, there's something important, because I want to do the DLCs and all the extra storylines, because, yeah, we're gonna do it. So we cannot finish the main campaign, because it will end the game. It literally ends the game. So I'm gonna play all the way up to the final mission, and then we'll start on the DLCs. The easiest DLC is Honest Hearts, so I'll go ahead and do that one first. Before all that.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Also, if you wondered why my guns aren't doing much damage, it's because my guns is down very low, and that affects the damage that the guns do. My guns are only at like
Kaisar awaits.
my guns are only at 9. And when I level up next, I'm gonna start upgrading the guns a little bit. So
Sure, later.
We've heard about you from the officers at our embassy.
That red beret's looking good, soldier. That red beret's looking good, soldier. It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you? I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR? Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again. It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you? So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcomed here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there? I'm inclined to agree, but it's a slum with NCR citizens in it. And as such, it falls under my jurisdiction. Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested? Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot. Make it look like an accident, or pin the deed on someone else. Look into this guy's affairs and I'm sure you'll find something you can use. See? That's exactly the type of information we can use. In fact, that's perfect. Those fancy weapons the Van Graffs peddle aren't exactly common. It goes without saying that actually getting the Van Graffs to do the deed would be the ideal solution. However, if Pacer were killed with either a laser or a plasma-based weapon, everyone would automatically assume the Van Graffs did it. Still, unless you want several dozen armed men at your throat, you'd have to kill him without being seen. Be careful. I'll leave the method up to you. However, there is an alternative if you'd rather try to handle things without bloodshed. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with: diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, a man who calls himself the King. Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here and we'll take it from there. I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
Now we're gonna take a break and do a side quest. So we need to get down to that building. That's an NCR Ranger-like building. And there's a certain side... A, I want to get idolized by the NCR. And B, well, I just want to get some more experience. Mainly. Not to mention, there's a couple side quests over here, too.
Hello.
I'm just going through here and stealing stuff. There's the guy I was looking for.
What is it now? I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. Gotten soft with no action. Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force. Disappointed. We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
All right.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. I gotta write my mama and tell her I met you. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. A little more basic human niceness. That's right. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. So maybe you ought to think about it first. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am, or they ain't gonna listen. Okay. Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my two sisters.
Hey, I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you? And what do you propose? As you wish. I'm sure the optimal solution will become apparent to you in time. In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am by far the most intelligent and resourceful figure on this base, I feel it's safe to say the soldiers here look up to me. You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it's an effective tactic. All right, I'll help. But only because I want to see if it's even possible.
Oof.
Wow, the big celebrity down here with the common troopers. What can I do for you? Yeah, what about it? I told you we need marksmanship and explosive handling improvements.
Oh shit. Okay.
Are you sure? I've got enough.
Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. Like I said, you get the juice, we'll cut loose. My man Jack at Red Rock Canyon got the goods. But listen, once you get folks toast on Psycho, ain't a lot of room for much else. So if you got any other plans for bulking up the Misfits crew, might want to see about them first.
Okay, what do we got to do?
Wow. I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be a ranger, but guess this is as close as I get. Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything. Yeah. I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have any ambition, no drive. They're slacking off, and that reflects badly on me. You really think so? Hell, I guess it's worth a shot.
Oh shit, here comes the brown. We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. While Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig? Shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot. Well, y'all sure are a big old hero. Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now. I think we're gonna be A-okay.
Alright. Oh, fuck.
Well, their test scores are only marginally improved, but I'm hearing good things about the Misfits' teamwork.
Alright, now we are going to do Young Hearts, which is another side quest. We're going to find Jack's young love, which is at the Crimson Caravan Company, which I actually need to discover, so that's perfect.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors. I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why? Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like? Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Sounds like I better hurry to him. Any chance the boomers would let me visit Nellis? This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Oh shit, how's this gonna go?
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? Well, this is welcome news. Who is she? She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive. I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider. Don't get blown up.
I'm happy. This has been a dream come true to work on the lady. I don't think I've seen Loyal this frisky in years. Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend? I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet? There's one more thing. I have a work contract with the Crimson Caravan, and if I walk away, I lose the wages they owe me. Could you do just one more thing for me and talk to Alice McLafferty about it? I know if I do it, she'll just say no. I'd hate to lose the money.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you? Ah, yes. Her infatuation with a boomer she's never met. It's a small camp. Word gets around. She's aware she's breaking her contract, which is undoubtedly why she sent you to talk to me instead of coming herself. Janet is free to leave, but she forfeits the wages she's owed. That's the price of contract breaking. Take it or leave it. I'm glad to hear it. I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran.
Another side quest that we'll do later.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
Have you spoken with McLafferty yet? I see. Well, thank you for trying. I'm off to go see my admirer now.
This has been a dream come true to work. Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
Evening.
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Quest completed. Alright, now we're gonna do You Can Depend on Me. And now we're going to Camp McCarran, which is another place I should have discovered earlier, but I didn't.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
You've done a good turn for the NCR, and now we'd like to do one for you. There's an NCR emergency two-way radio. You call, and we'll come running. You're not alone out here.
What is he doing?
What is it?
It's that thing over there. Vilified. Now they fucking hate me. Who cares? Caesar's a dick anyway. Seriously, always go with the NCR because Caesar's a douchebag and the cons are steroided up junkies that are just dressing up like fucking members. The only good one is the NCR. And not to mention, if you go with Mr. House, you're like in this fucking Bioshock dystopia working for some dude that's over 200 years old. And then fucking Yes Man is like this robot overlord. The NCR is just trying to make a life better, you know? It's the fucking government, man. They're trying to restore order. Fuck Caesar. I had to empty my recycle bin or the video was going to shut off. It sucks because even though this is the newest model computer, it works fine. It's actually a really great computer, but it's got half the hard drive of my last computer. It's got 500 gigabytes instead of 1 terabyte. Which sucks. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and discover this too.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had. Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place. I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets. Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays. Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either. Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me, so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
I'm Bitter Root, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me? You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name? It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through. They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me. It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest. You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. That's all I got from the cons. That's all I ever want. Yeah.
All right.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk. This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time. You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though. I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research, not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Hello. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you. Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
We see what's going on there is there's plant monsters inside of Vault 22.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? Best of luck to you. Not that you'll need it. You seem like a reasonably competent person.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job? I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
That's because there's plant monsters inside Vault 22 and they're murdering them. They're all dead. Except for, spoiler alert, Keely's still alive. She's surviving down there in the vault. But all the other mercs have pretty much died. I'm not joking, there's literally plant monsters inside Vault 22.
But now he's hired you. Which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
She is alive.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it. Right.
Yeah, she's in Vault 22. But we're going to shut the video off because the last video I recorded was like 3 hours long and I'm starting to get tired here and I got to get up for work. So Remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll find out what the fuck is going on with Vault 22. Yes. So, Vault 22 is probably the creepiest vault in the game because there's literally vegetation all over the place inside the vault. And there's like patches of grass and stuff on the ground, and these things will just like pop up out of the grass. These like fucking plant monster things. And yeah, there's also Venus flytraps that shoot acid inside the vault. Stuff like that. So remember, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back here with that.